So I think that whether these guys know it or not, they're actually agreeing with us because they're saying that you need to punish the owner. And the point of BSL is to punish the owner because at the end of the day, we're enforcing mandatory neuterings, which is what, I figured if it was just or Miguel, that was saying that once a dog is neutered, they would actually become like, I think he said like more docile. And that's the thing with BSL, in certain counties and municipalities, they actually enforce that. So you're required, if you want to have that type of dog, if you want to have like a pit bull or a Chihuahua, let's say in Holster, it is mandated that you have to get them neutered. So that's something that that's enforced through BSLs. And what I meant earlier, that when it's not about the breed, it's because the only way we through enforcing BSLs, that's the only way to get to the owner, because we're not gonna take that dog to dog prison. I mean, there's no place we could take the dogs, and through breaking BSL, there's fines which the owner pays, not the dogs. So at the end of the day, it's the owners that are being held accountable through these BSLs, and the only way to punish them is by limiting their choices and not giving them that. And another thing that they, it was Justin that was saying, I believe that 13 pit bull attacks were fatal. So it's not really the greatest statistic, because on one hand, you have 13 fatal deaths on pit bulls, and on the other hand, you have hundreds of unaccounted for just injuries, none of which are great. But with BSLs, you'd actually be getting rid of at least the fatal cases, because what's more impacting, just a small child that was bitten by a Chihuahua, they just got a shot and that was it? Or are you gonna pay more attention to the person that actually died as a result of a pit bull mauling? And the statistics speak for themselves. So according to dog bite statistics, again, pit bulls and Rottweilers accounted for 91% of the total recorded deaths in 2015 alone. So they might make up a small percentage of the total dog population, but they're actually responsible for the largest portion of recorded deaths in regards to animal and bites. Just more statistics. Together, pit bulls and Rottweilers, they're the second most dog breed, accounted for the 74% total recorded deaths in 2014. So again, they may not make a small portion, but they make the biggest impact, which is why we need to limit the amount that we have, especially if owners are not taking care of them. And just more statistics from 2005 to 2014, pit bulls killed 203 Americans. That accounts for roughly about one citizen about every 18 days, which is Rottweilers, which killed 38, which is about one citizen every 96 days, and that's courtesy of dogbites.org as well. So with all these statistics in mind, I hope you guys can agree that through BSL we can actually keep owners accountable for the actions, and we can just keep BSL in place, because the alternative would be just more dogs being held rampant, and then they would have to be euthanized, and increasing just personal costs and things.